to Restore Thrive. We are talking about mobility through the front of your lower body. So when we talk about mobility, remember there's three things that we have to consider. There's soft tissue flexibility, there's joint dynamics, and there's neuromuscular flexibility. We're going to tackle two of those three today with our half kneeling, banded heel to butt stretch. The problem that we see a lot of times when people do something like bring their heel into their butt, if they have a limit in the joint itself, it doesn't matter how far we stretch the muscles if we don't address the joint dynamics as well. So what the band is going to allow us to do is capture the front of that hip joint in a classic way here, in a half kneeling stretch. So we've shown versions of this before to work on the hip itself. What we're doing now, when we bend backwards, grab our foot, bring our heel into our butt, is now we're taking on the muscle dynamics here. I'm getting a nice big stretch across my knee and my hip. In both of those areas of the musculature in the front of my hip factor into my ability to stride normally if I'm walking, running, sprinting, any of those things. You can see it's a little bit hard for me to keep talking and keep this position. So it's okay if you have a hand on the point where you have the band focused here. We like to hold this position 30 seconds at a minimum. If you can get up to a minute, that's great. Obviously, we want to consider spine dynamics as well. Don't hang out in this banana back position because that works around that hip joint. Make sure your belly button's pulled in. You're squeezing your butt as you're pulling that foot back. Also, make sure you can breathe as you're holding that position. So give this one a try at home, guys. This is a great one to do as a warm-up or a cool down before you go out and run, walk, or play your sport. If you have any other questions, you can find us at restoreThrive.com.